but
I do have a question though, and it's a two-part one.
Okay.
One is, what is it? Well, actually, no. It's a one part. Say that J.T. Miller doesn't get traded this offseason. What is a successful offseason for the Canucks if J.T. Miller isn't traded? Because I'm pretty sure the other answer is that if I leave it blank, it's J.T. Miller is traded for a haul.
Considered successful if no Miller trade happens.
Well, I guess to me, whether this is a successful offseason or not is if the Canucks make the playoffs. That's when we know.
I'm looking more long term on that than anything else. I think
he's talking more like transaction wise as opposed to how we're going to evaluate it in the long term.
Because if the Canucks can make a few moves and make the playoffs and build off of that, because for me it's not just about making the playoffs next year. We want the Canucks to create a long-term successful process here, not opposed to just making it one-off. Let's look at the Flames as an example here. They made it in 2019. They made they had a great season, made the playoffs, lost to Colorado. 2020, they beat Winnipeg in the bubble, but couldn't beat Dallas. Then they haven't really built on anything here. And that's what I want. That's what I want the Canucks to start doing, is starting to build to success. And even with the Canucks, first year with Benning, under Benning, they make the playoffs with the carcass of the old guard. Then they can't do anything. They finally they get into the playoffs because of the bubble and all that, and they get to the second round and take Vegas to the limit. But for whatever reason, they don't do anything. They don't do anything in 2021, and they start off horribly in 2022, and then just miss. So what are you looking for? Me, the actual question is, what are you looking for to make you feel like the team as an organization has taken a step forward?
They added to their prospect pool by adding a high-end prospect, and they've added a high-level draft pick, a first or a second-round pick. Ideally, a first-round pick. I think that's a successful offseason. If you can go into 2023 with more than one draft pick, and I know that's the ideal, that's a lot of people are trying to do that, then I think that's a successful year for Vancouver. I think that's an offseason. Okay, you've got a couple first-round picks. You're building your draft capital, which has lacked. This was Jonathan Lekkerimäki is the first round pick in 3 years for the Canucks.
Yeah, they traded one away and for J.T. Miller, one away for OEL and Garland.
Yeah. So building that draft pool, I think that would be ideal. I think a lot of Vancouver Canucks would be super happy with that.